Rob Connell is the director of AutoPro European, and he is a fantastic mechanic that knows everything about cars. However, he's had some issues around marketing. When he consulted Unleashing Potential, they helped educate, develop and market his products online, which resulted in a 50% increase just by using online marketing campaigns.
I'm quite proactive in online marketing. I don't advertise in any print media anywhere. I think that online marketing is where it's at. Yusuke once again taught me and showed me how to monitor Google Analytics so I can see where my website's going. All of that information, you know, unless you can understand it, it's pretty hard. But once Yusuke got me to understand it, then I actually realise what's going on, and I can monitor it and watch it, and yeah, sure, now it's going really well. Yes, it is a business tool. I think it's a very powerful business tool, but it's only as good as the information you put into it and the things that you do with it. Sure, you can monitor it and you can look at it, but the best thing is, the flashiest website in the world isn't going to make you any money. It's going to bring the customers to your door, and that's what it does. It brings all the customers to your door. It's then up to you to be proactive and get things up to speed. Print media, people read it, throw it in the bin. With your website, you can actually look at it. You can understand how many times people have looked at it, how long they've been on your website, which was one of the things in the early days that I really started to understand. People come and look at your website, click on it. If it is not user-friendly, they go somewhere else, not interested. So it's got to be user-friendly. They've got to like it within the first 1 second, 1 to 2 seconds maximum. Otherwise, they click off it, and then you've lost them. Yeah, Yusuke did. He helped me develop. Well, he did all the development work on it, but then he understands where I'm coming from and what I want to do and how I want to go to get my clients. My website originally that I had, yeah, sure, I didn't understand how it worked. I thought you just have a website, you put it on the internet, and everybody clicks on it because they're looking for it. It's not as easy as that. So Yusuke then, you know, we would sit down and he would explain it to me, how it works, what you have to do to make it work. And I used to just think, oh, I've got a website. Oh, you know what? It's not a problem. But it is. You have to do things with it. So Yusuke made my website, developed it, made it better, and then we sat down and I said, right, okay, now we need to start doing some SEO. And I'm going, SEO? Really? I mean, so then Yusuke explains to me what SEO and how it works and why you need it and what it does. And then sure, yeah, after a while I could understand why it's relevant to what it's doing. But, you know, without Unleashing Potential explaining to me how it works, I mean, we own and run an automotive workshop. We're not IT people. We're not accountants, the same sort of thing. You need to get good professional advice, which is all good and well, but then you need someone to explain it to you properly so you actually understand it, so you become comfortable with the investment that you're paying. It is a good investment. One of the things that I learned a little bit later on, once again, Yusuke comes along and says to me, okay, now you need to know whether you're getting a return from this investment that we're doing with SEO. And he's honest and straight up with me and says, right, this is how you find out. And sure enough, and yeah, just today I went back onto my Google Analytics and started looking at it, and yeah, from where I was middle of the way last year, I was getting sort of 1, 2, 3, sometimes 6 or 7 people look on my website. Now each day, realistically, I'm getting between 10 and 15 most days, which is a big difference. it used to be up and down where I'd get sort of 1, 2, then 8. Now I'm not. I'm getting more consistent traffic, more consistent people, and it's starting to relate into jobs. 3 months before Christmas, I changed my customer booking in form for new customers. Not much point in doing it for existing customers. What I was trying to find out is where are my new customers coming from and how they're getting there. So I set up a little form every time somebody came in. You fill out the form, and right at the bottom it just had referral, website or other. And I added it up today. Out of 43 new customers that I've got, 26 of them came from the website, 19 came from referrals, and then there was other, which is just people driving by and saw the sign out the front. So yeah.
So that's pretty good. I mean, would you recommend Yusuke to other people?
Definitely recommend unleashing potential in Yusuke to other people. It's a hard thing for people to try and understand why and how you need a good quality website. But once you can understand it, and once you see it, and then once you start seeing the results, it just goes on from there. And you see the results time and time again. And the good thing about it, as opposed to doing anything else in the media, with your website, you can monitor it, so you can physically see how many people are looking at your website. Once Yusuke explains it to me and we understand it. So yeah, it's very, very powerful. As a person to do business with, I don't think you'd find anybody as honest and straight up and front. He tells you, like there was one of the things that I said to him was, you know what, I really can't afford to have a new website. And he said, you know what, you can't afford not to. And then I thought, well, okay, he's being brutally honest with me and basically telling me, you need it, you have to have it. And if you need to be, so I did, I went with it. And I was still, I must admit, I had reservations, and because it was all new to me. It's not the sort of thing that I've been involved with before. And then once I started dealing with Yusuke, very, very professional, very honest, and straight up. Like he will tell you. Because then all of a sudden I started going, well, what about if I do this? What about if I... No, he says, no. This is what you need to do. And then but his reasoning behind it was perfect. And then very, understanding from where I'm coming from, where he's coming from. So yeah, to deal with him on a daily basis, the thing is, if I don't understand something or I'm having trouble with something, I can ring him and ask him a question, and he's always got the time to just basically explain to me how it's going and why things are happening. It's not that I don't know. It's not the sort of thing. I'm not into IT. I'm into fixing cars. That's what we do. He's into IT, and he's exceptionally good at it. He really is, and he makes me feel comfortable. Explains it to me. Doesn't explain it to me in an IT geek sense. Layman's terms is how he explains it to me, and then I understand it. And yeah, perfect. 100% professional.